Hello, everyone. So, I've decided to make this live session, and because I am lazy to type and make a video. If you are new to this channel, please welcome. And today, I just want to explain which remedy to start with. So, for those who are new to this channel, we deal with remedies to help people who are struggling in life. So if you are one of those people, if you've been looking for a job for a long time and you say nothing is working out and you are new to this channel, I would like to say please start with the onion. I just want to clarify that I have just replied to someone right now, and I noticed that sometimes people come across a certain video and they start with that. Unfortunately, even though there is nothing wrong with that and there is no danger, but the problem is that you cannot use something for luck yourself. So I decided to just share it. Good evening, Vuvu. I decided to share it in a live session because I'm lazy to make a video. At least please start with the onion and spirit video. That remedy is one of the cleansing remedies I've posted. Please start there, and or you can use the oral cleansing salt. Just use something to clean yourself before you can even use anything for luck. Oh, and after that one, you can move to the holy ash and lemon video. But of course, you will also be guided by the problems you are experiencing. But if it's just like you don't have a specific one, it's just maybe you want to get a job, you want things to be better in your life and to move forward and all of that, please start by cleansing. I've posted the link of the onion and spirit video in the chat. Please start with that, and also move to the holy ash and lemon remedy. I've done even two videos on that because the first one was not in English, so I even translated it into English so that everybody can benefit from that. And besides that, now when you're using those, you can also, there is another video with the different colors of a vimbela. Yeah, I must also explain that right now. So there's different colors for different purposes. There's pink, white, black, red. So people ask me if should I mix all of them. So this is what you do. You don't mix something for luck and love with something for fighting. It's either you are fighting. When you are fighting, you do that, and you separately. And then when you're using something for luck to open up your things, that's a different thing, because this is darkness and light. So you don't mix those. So you can mix, for example, the white vimbela, the pink one, the yellow one, anything that has to do with luck and love. But you can't mix now black and white, and because those are two opposing things. That is the way I work. Somebody else might tell you different, but this is the way I do things. And you can mix a red and black because those two have the same purpose. So you mix according to their purpose. If two things are used for fighting, they can be mixed together. If this is you, if you can mix something for luck and you can mix something for love, because that is light. So I just wanted to explain that because people like to ask me like which one should I start with. And if you have any question, feel free to post in the chat while I'm here. I will also attend to that. But I just wanted to clarify this, and thank you for joining the live. I didn't think anybody was awake at this time. I just wanted to record it and then I was gonna post it, and whenever people, yes, Fufu, you can mix black and red because they are both for fighting, they are both for chasing away evil spirits. The purpose is the same. You mix those and you can use them while you are cleansing. While you using those cleansing remedies, you can use them at night. And also that's the other thing. You use those at night before you sleep, and then you use the ones for luck and love during the day because you want to attract the things you want to attract during the day from people at work, in the shops, everywhere, in public. So whenever you use something for luck, you want to go out there and be seen by people so that you can get what you want. So that is what I wanted to share with you tonight, and to just let you know that please start by cleansing yourself. Otherwise, you will say things don't work for you. You will say, but I tried everything and it doesn't work. Yes, it won't work if you use it without cleansing. It won't work. Instead, it will make your things worse. So you first need to remove what is wrong. You first need to remove what is blocking your life before you try to use anything to push your things forward. Other than that, and if you have a problem of dreams, hello, thank you for joining a live episode, Wetnan. I'm not sure what you're doing at this time. But thank you for joining live, and please feel free to ask questions, because the mine was just to tell which remedy to start with and where to start, so that people don't use remedies and they end up saying they don't help them. Because everything I've shared with you, I am sure, I am 100% sure, I know that it works. And feel also remember to read comments on the videos, because people have posted their feedback in everything they have used, and they have seen results. Can you mix a red, blue, white, Vimbela? I would together. I would remove red from that. I would mix a red and black, because red is always the. I would mix red and black. Always mix red with black, because they just both are fighting. And then I would mix the other colors. You can mix blue, white, pink, any of those colors. You can mix them together, because they are just going together. But red, I would always mix it with black. If you don't have black, you can always use red on its own. It works even on its own. You don't have to worry. Or another thing people like to ask me is, what if I don't have all the things you mentioned there? I always say that half a loaf is better than nothing. Instead of not doing anything at all, use what you have. It will make a difference. Use what you have. Don't worry. Don't wait and say, I can't do this because I don't have one thing. I can't get it. Just do it and use what you have. But in your mind, keep it in your mind that should I ever get that one thing that I didn't have, then I will redo this the perfect way. And another person asked me to talk about steaming, but they didn't specify. So I if you're gonna ask me something, at least be specific, because I need to know exactly what is it that you want to know. Because for example, I was wondering, when they say please talk about steaming, I was wondering, if do they want to know how long should they steam? Do they want to know if what do you say when you talk? What is it exactly that you want to know? So do try to be specific when you're sending me your questions, whether on inbox or in the chat. Just be very specific, because now I need to know exactly what questions to answer when I answer about that. And if there is no questions, I think that is what I wanted to share. Oh, one thing, other people have been asking me if I still have the money combo and the love combo. Yes, I still have about two or three, I think, but the one I have most is the miscarriage and abortion combo. That's the one I still have a lot. And I don't have the lucky mix one. It's sold out. I don't have it anymore. That one. No, I don't have it anymore. But the oral cleansing salt combo, I still do have. So, guys, if there's no questions, I won't keep you here any longer. I just wanted to clarify one thing. So I think Bekuyilonto ka I want to know what to say when you're steaming. Okay, when you wash after steaming. Okay. So, okay, let me maybe say a bit about steaming. So, at least that is specific. So, um, when you steam, you talk. It depends. First, let's talk about when you are cleansing. Okay, let me just start on that question that I skipped. Shude Lomo. Tell me what, please tell me, is that your name? What does it mean? Is it a clan name? Okay, anyway. So with that one, I don't think, I think it's a normal thing, especially if you're saying when it's hot. I wouldn't like to think it's something that you can use a remedy for. Maybe a Vaseline like all of us, and maybe a Titan, maybe. I'm not sure if you're a female or a male. Are you a female or male? Because I don't want to say wear a tight or something. Because also I'm not small, so if I would also have the same problem. But you can use powder. I don't really think it's something that needs a remedy, to be honest. I'm just one of those. So, okay, Vuvu, let's talk about steaming because these messages are moving way too fast for me. Let's talk. Shoot it. Okay. Yeah. Okay, fine. I'm just laughing because I almost said the word tights, but unless you want to tell me something else, just inbox me on Facebook. Maybe I'm not understanding you. Please just inbox me on Facebook. Okay. So, Vuvu, when you steam, let's talk about the onion and spirit one. You actually say, so uyathetha mosfufu utsho uba ngaba ukhupha sonke isichitho. You actually say, I'm removing all bad luck, every evil thing kuwe and everything. Yonke into that is blocking your luck, that is blocking your life, anything you are removing it from you, it must go away. And then you start saying what is it that you want. And then utsho uba ngaba ucela intlahla yomsebenzi, intlahla yemali, intlahla yentoni, intoni, uvuleke imisebenzi, ufowunelwe kwindawo ufake kuzo i-CV, yonke laa nto, yonke laa nto. You become specific, even specific to even mention companies if there are specific companies where ubufake khona i-CV. You basically declare life over your life. You declare all the good things over your life. You manifest the zonke zinto ufuna zenzeke, you speak them into existence. You first chase away everything that you don't want. You're saying you're removing all bad luck. So you are chukuti, as you are steaming, you are removing all bad luck, you are removing every evil thing, everything that is blocking your life, everything that is blocking your progress. J. Utete, chasing away everything that is not of your body, that is foreign to you, everything, J, all the witchcraft, and you are unblocking your things. Yonke nje into evala izinto zakho uyayisusa. And then ube sewucela ke ngoku zonke izinto ozicelayo ukuthi ufuna kwenzeke njani, kube njani, kube njani, kube njani empilweni yakho. Hi Bonolo, please talk about signs of a calling. I did mention before that I don't, not on this channel, I won't, but there is a channel that I do have where I do talk about a calling. Mainly because not everyone has a calling, so it would be boring if we would address those. So the name of the channel Bonolo is Accentual Gift. I will just write it on the chat and then you can check it out. Accentual Gift is Badal. So that is where you will get what you want. Otherwise, I don't talk about it here. Because there is everyone here. So I know everyone who will go to that channel is someone who is interested in that. Okay. So that's the name of the channel, and maybe I'll post a link later if you can't find it. What's wrong with an individual with always feeling like something moving inside the body or blood? High hormones. Sometimes that's not right. That's something that is not right. I would advise that person to consult because it is usually something called ilumbo, or but it's like a curse. It's like a bad spell on you. So, but it depends. If you've been to the doctors, I always say you first start with the doctors. If the doctors can't see anything, you then consult. It is either ilumbo or it is either whatever case they've spelled on you. And remember, whatever they've sent to you, when it gets inside, it changes into something else. That's why you find that they say inside a person there's a frog, there's this, there's that. And you need to consult. And if you can't afford to, you use these remedies. Just use these remedies. And if it's something that is evil, it will react. It will react. You will be able to differentiate it. It will react. And also hormones. There is something about. I think there's a video about that has Coke outside, Joko and Coke, something like that. Please watch those videos. Maybe you might find something to drink there, and you then realize what is happening. Okay. I have a 10-year-old. She suffers from sulfate. The doctor just gives pain block, and it doesn't help. Could it be a calling? The problem, so Bonolo, in order to know whether it's a calling or not, it cannot be just one thing. It has to be a collection. It has to be a lot of things that you see. It can range from dreams, visions, other signs in your body. It can be just soffit. Soffit can happen from anyone to can happen to anyone rather. And it can't just be the only thing. There has to be other things before you conclude that is a calling. You have to look at the dreams, we have to look at the behavior of the child. There is a lot, there's a lot that tells you that there is something here. Otherwise, for soffit, there is a video I've done to help with soffit. There is a video that I've done to help with soffit. Vuvu, thanks, Vuvu. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Hence, I asked for the gender. Hence, I asked for the gender and all the other things because I didn't really believe, unless there was something I'm missing. Yeah. So so Bonolo, what else does the child do that makes you think it's a calling? Because I know you didn't jump to that. Maybe there are other things, but it can't just be. So if it can't be the only thing, there has to be more that is happening before we conclude. There has to be more things that is happening before we start saying maybe it is. For example, other people experience ear problems, other people experience painful hands, some people experience their dreams tell the story. And the way they talk, a gifted child, the way they talk, they will behave like an adult. That's that's one of the many giveaways. A gifted child, they will behave like an adult even though they are young. When they talk, you will just like look at them once and be like, no, this is not a child. This one is not a child. So there are many things that give it away. You can tell. But for now, you can look for that video. Okay, since there's no questions, let me go look for the links that I promised you. Let me go, and then I will. Okay, I've consulted, but no help with that. No problem. Okay, if there's no help with that, then you can check the remedies I've referred you to, which the other one I know it has Coke. We've got over 40 videos in there. So I do remember the videos that I've done, but I can't remember all of them. There is, and I think the other one is either Joko tea or Five Roses tea outside. Then you can see. But otherwise, let me go check for the link for the other channel that people are asking about. Dum, dum, dum. Also, it's very important to consult because when uh, when everything started with me, I had a problem with my hands, and I would go to the doctor, and the doctor would say, I think you're lacking vitamin B12. I think it's the nerves because my hands were painful. I think it's the nerves. You need to supplement. And I used to buy tablets and do all of that up until I then consulted and then I knew the real truth. But also, when you consult and you learn about the calling, by the time they tell you, you realize that this is not new. You just didn't know what was it, because they will remind you of things that were happening to you, and they will remind you of dreams that you used to have, and then you will realize, oh, okay, so this is what was happening. So you always know, but you, in a way, you don't know what is happening with you, but you know there's something wrong. So, otherwise, thank you for joining my life. In everything you are experiencing, since you are awake at this time, I know this is, many people don't like this, but since you are awake with me at this time, never ever underestimate the power of prayer. Never ever underestimate the power of prayer. Please remember to pray before you sleep. I do not care if you say you don't know how to pray. The only way to learn how to pray is through prayer. If you don't know how to pray, just start with the Lord's Prayer then. But if you pray frequently, you will end up learning how to pray. And rem- when you pray, you actually thank God for keeping you today. Let's start there, because other people didn't make it up to this time, and you made it. And you made it. Please remember to pray. Prayer defeats everything. Otherwise, you can finish your money, you can go around the world. A short story about myself. One time I went to consult, right? And this, the man who was helping me, I just said, I'm here to consult. And then the man said, and then he said, Lord, here is your child. She is here to consult. She is here to ask me to help her get a job. Ah, I looked at this guy because I was working. I wasn't looking for a job. I then looked at him, and then he stopped what he was doing. He looked at me. He asked me, "Are you working?" Then I said, "Yes." Then he asked me, "Where are you working?" Then I told him. Then he said, "This is a miracle." Then I asked why. Then he said, "I am looking at your things here, and everything is closed. Everything of yours is blocked. But the fact that you're saying you are working, it's a miracle." And then he said, "I will give you things to use, right?" I'm telling you, this person I'm talking about is an old traditional healer. He is in his 70s. So he's got a lot of his experience. He's got a lot of experience. He knows what he's talking about. And he said, "I will give you all these herbs to use. But one thing you should do for me, please pray, because already God is doing wonders in your life. What the only way that this is possible, that you are working, is through God's hand. Otherwise, based on what I see when I throw my bones, there is no way that you are working. So, what I'm trying to say to you guys, everything we have, everything we do, everything on earth belongs to God. In whatever you do, do not forget to pray. I have seen God's hand in my life many times. Even when I dream of bad things, when I fight in my dreams, it's through prayer. I pray non-stop. This is how I get myself out of when I'm being attacked spiritually. The only way I fight in my dreams is through prayer. I've never seen myself steaming in my dreams. I am never everything, all the remedies are working. But please do not forget the owner of everything. Do not forget the person who gave it all to us. Because he is the beginning and the ending of everything. Anyway, I saw a message that said I was thinking of waking up at 3 a.m. and 12 a.m. prayer. Hi, Telma. Those are the most powerful times you can pray. Those are the most powerful times you can pray. You see, when I want to tell you this thing, please do not look for perfection when you are doing something. We are human. Sometimes you'll be lazy. Sometimes you'll forget. Sometimes you won't forget. But when it comes to prayer, you don't forget, but you just become lazy and you tell yourself that, I will see it. Sometimes I will pray while I'm lying by my side, and I will know for a fact that what I'm doing is nonsense. But it is what it is. But when it comes to me being attacked, when I'm fighting something specific, I pray at 9, at 12, 9 p.m., 12 a.m., 3 a.m. When I'm fighting something very specific, that is what I do. I don't sleep. I always say I feel sorry for a person who's going to fight me, who's going to attack me, because that is how I am. If something is hurting me, I don't sleep. And if I know your name is going to be flying in my prayer. Every time your name is going to be flying in my prayer, that is what I do. That is how I fight my battles. And I always advise people, do not fight spiritual battles physically. If it's spiritual, fight it spiritually. If it's physical, fight it physically. Just check, learn. I don't know, ask God to give you the wisdom to differentiate between the two, because I will make a clear example. If you know somebody is dealing with you spiritually, if you dream about them, you see they're attacking you, they're doing bad things. So why then do you wake up the following day and not greet them and not talk to them? That shows that you are fighting a spiritual battle physically. No, if they are fighting you spiritually, it's okay. The following day, 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, deal with them spiritually and wake up the following day and greet them with a smile. And you deal like that with each other, and then that's it. That's done. And when they are defeated, you will see it. Because darkness doesn't have power over light. There is no way. Anyway, guys, have a good evening. I want to prepare for my own prayer right now. It's longer than I even thought it would be, but it was nice to have you here. Um, Before that, let me see. I'm just trying to get the link to the other channel. I will post that and then I will end the live. I just wanted the link for the other channel, and then once I post that link, I will end this live. Then please take your time. Let me give you a plug. There's that app by VodaPay. There you can buy 1 gigabyte for R1. Please go to that app and then take your time, watch all videos. Take a pen and paper, make notes, and then do what you have to do with your life. The reason why I'm sharing all this information with you is because I want you to take charge of your lives. I want you to change your lives. I want you to go for everything that you you've always wanted in your lives. This is for empowering people. That's the main reason why I do what I do. It's for helping and empowering and giving you the tools to help yourself. So do what you need to do with the information that I am giving you. The internet is very slow now, right now. And please don't forget to give me feedback, whether it's on Facebook, on the Facebook page, or on the comments on the videos on YouTube. If there's nothing private, do give it feedback. It's nice to see people getting helped. It's nice to see people's lives changing. At the end of the day, you know, if you help one person, with some people we know, if you help one person, you actually help the whole family. Okay, I hope. Um, let's see. Content. Mm-mm. So please check the link I'm going to post if you want to know anything about maybe signs of the calling and all of that, and then you can ask questions and take it from there. Okay. Okay. You will let me know if you can access this. Just let me know if you can access this. The chat. I don't know if it's gonna take you to. Thank you for joining the live. I am ending it. You can listen. I'm gonna post it on the channel. Then you can listen to it. Thank you so much. Have a good evening.